we're now recording. So if you can just hold that and capture what I'm doing, we're in business. Alright, so we've got our project for the hard drive spacers and we've got our two lines. Now if this doesn't look symmetrical, it's because it's only a test plate. I've got two rough holes punched in here already at 12 millimeters, and I've guaranteed that these two lines are 22 millimeters apart. The first bend that we do, we have to put the black line that I've drawn on here with my Sharpie pen over the crease line on the Magnabend. And then with the die on the Magnabend, a little bit heavy there, I'm going to push that die back about 1.5 times the thickness of the metal. Now the metal's 0.7 millimeters. I probably want to go back about a mil, something like that, a mil, 1.2 mils, because I need to account for that bend radius. So check that it's all nice and square. The line directly over the crease, the die pushed back about 1.2 mils. Safety button in, and we go ahead and we do that first bend. And the bend is taking place inside the gusset. Now with that bend as well, I'll just show that again. I've gone slightly past 90 degrees, and that allows the metal to spring back and guarantee that the finished product is going to have two 90-degree edges. 90 degrees, we've got our black line just above the fold. That's looking good. The second bend I have to do differently because we want that bend to be inside the gusset, so I have to put the black line now back behind the crease line on the machine about 1 or 1.2 millimeters, and then I have to put the die directly over the top of that black line. Pays to take a bit of time to square this all up because you only want to do this once. You don't want to mess around and have to do this job multiple times. I'm pretty happy with that. Hands, just while I'm doing that, can you grab that that vernier caliper for me, the radial gauge vernier caliper, and then after I do this bend, we'll go ahead and we'll check it. Alright, so here goes the second bend. Again, just past the 90 degrees. A little bit difficult here because the other edge that I already bent is going to collide with the top of that die. But the job's been designed so that, now don't worry about the fact here that on my prototype I've got one edge longer than the other. That was because this was a piece of scrap. When we measure this, first of all we have to zero the vernier caliper. So it's zeroed, and then 10, 20 millimeters, and then 22 is where I'm after. I check this. I'm a little bit large at 22.5. It's within tolerance because the tolerance is 22 plus or minus 0.5. The other end, we check, and we're spot on 22 millimeters. So that is a satisfactory job. It's square. Your one will be symmetrical, of course, with both sides uniform. It'll be square. The corners are not wildly round like some people bring them to me. And when we look inside, we've got the black line just above the bend. We've got the black line just above the bend. It's a perfect finished product. You should only have to do it one time.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Thank you.
Thank you.